What's up, everybody? It is I, Sehatha, the all-purpose oracle, medium at large, and prognosticator extraordinaire, known and beloved around the world as the Blind Seer. Here to break you guys off the last in this week's installment of the elemental sign videos. Finally getting the full week's content. It's not even the full week's content because I haven't been doing fan service or any extra random readings. But just the basic 5 that I like, my bare minimum that I'm really want to be able to do each week. Finally able to do that this time. So happy about that. But before we get into that, this month is going to be my daughter's birthday. On the 15th of June, she will turn 10 years old. She is an amazing little girl who has worked her butt off in homeschooling and in general this summer. She is really growing and maturing. She did great in school. She graduated to the 5th grade. I don't I don't have a lot of family around to help me out. I don't have my girlfriend here anymore. I've spent all of my money on bills and what presents I could get her, and I want my daughter to have a special birthday, and right now that's all on me, so I need you guys to help me make that happen. And, I've been talking about this in every video, and I don't like asking for help. I don't like asking for money. I don't want to have to say in my videos that I need some funds. I would rather just throw the readings out there, and then what I need comes to me. But it doesn't work that way. So, I can't expect my needs to be met if I don't make them clear. So I'm expressing what I need right now, and what I need is a good birthday for my baby girl. That's all I care about this month. I've got the bills paid. I've got everything. I've got all my responsibilities met. I want to spoil my daughter. I want her to have the greatest birthday ever because she worked for it. We've never got this much time together, and she's worked her butt off to be a good kid and to be a good student. She's done so well, guys. She's trying so hard. She has worked her little butt off, and we got to make this special for her because she's earned that. And then next month is my other daughter's birthday, so we're gonna have to do it all over again then. And I'm gonna need you guys to help me because you're the only help I got. There's nobody else around to make this happen but me, and the only way I have to get what I need to make that happen is you. So please help me for them. Not I'm a proud man. I don't like to beg, but for my daughters, yeah, please help me. I have no pride when it comes to their needs. I will fucking beg. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get into the readings. We're shuffle our cards. I'm rusty. I'm starting to get back into it now that I'm getting a whole set of videos done. But yeah, I'm forgetting my lines on things. I'm forgetting the order in which we do stuff. I'm out of practice, guys. I haven't been selling a lot of readings. I haven't been able to make a lot of videos. I'm going to have to just wait until my kids go to sleep, and then one night a week, I'm going to have to stay up all night and probably most of the next day just to make sure that I can get my content done, because while they're awake, they won't let me do it. And, I'm willing to do that because I know how much these readings mean to you guys. I know a lot of people get a lot of actual, genuine help out of this. And I take that very seriously. So if what is needed of me is to stay up all night, one night a week, so that I can help you guys, I'll do that. Just make sure that if I'm doing that, I get what I need to take care of them. If I'm making the sacrifice, I'm going to need that energy returned. I talked about it in the other video that, nobody really understands what goes into what I'm doing here. Yeah, reading the tarot cards, it took me 20 years to learn how to do that. It took me 20 years of practice and study and doing thousands and thousands of readings to get good at this the way that I am. It's the easiest part of my job, y'all. I got to do photo editing, I got to do uploading, I got to do search tags, and I get posting, and I'm on several different social media platforms, so I've got to interact with all of those. Each one of them works in a different way. Each one I have a different set of fans on. Some of them are on multiple platforms, some of them are only on one, some of them are only on another. The 20 minutes I spend in front of the camera doing one of these videos, that's the easy part. Because after that, there's an hour and a half of me editing the video and uploading it, and then putting in the description and the tags and all of that. A 20-minute video takes me 2 hours to produce. And that's not counting like setting up the space and doing all of the stuff to get ready to shoot. So, yeah, this is my whole day when I do these. And it takes a lot of work. We have finally made it to the end, to water signs. Home stretch, y'all. Get out of my dreads. Alright. What we want is whichever reading will be the most beneficial for the water signs in my audience, for my channel, and for everyone involved. To the left. You can tell I haven't done this in a while because my back started to hurt from sitting here so long. Alright, Cancer. The Hierophant inverted. Cancer. You are acting immaturely. You're not exercising wisdom. You're not learning. You're not using the knowledge you've gained from the experience of your life right now. Immaturity. You're acting immature. That's what the opposite of the Hierophant is, immaturity. The Two of Pentacles. You have a choice to make. Things aren't going well. Career, finances, living situation, things like that. This doesn't look like a super positive reading here, Cancer. Okay, so immaturity is where we start off. The Hierophant inverted. The Hierophant is wisdom and experience and tradition and, solitude. Like, he's the repository for all of the ancient wisdom of the world. And he knows what to do. He knows how to act. He knows how to compose himself. So when it's inverted, it's the opposite of that. It's ignorance. It's audacity. It's crass behavior. It's immaturity in its fullest form. And it's causing some confusion in either your career or your living situation, or maybe your finances. Like, you have a choice to make whether to continue acting this way or whether to what you have in your future is a buildup of emotional energy. Big surprise, Cancer. That's kind of your thing. But this actually isn't a super clear reading, guys. This one's a little tricky. So we have immaturity, confusion, and then this cycle of emotional energy reaching its peak. So I feel like the immaturity and indecisiveness is about to bite you in the ass, maybe. Like, all of this energy that came before is going to come to a head here, and it's going to be a very emotional peak whenever that cycle reaches its climax. Well, not climax, because that makes you think like the end, but when it gets up to the highest point where that energy spikes, like the fullest manifestation, like the full moon, it's going to be this immaturity and indecisiveness and confusion that those feelings you're going to have to deal with are stemming from. So, I don't know. I feel like there's not really much advice I can give here, because this is a lesson that's going to teach itself. Like, whatever frivolity you've been engaged in or allowing, it's going to come back to haunt you soon. Like, this energy, this immaturity and indecisiveness is going to come to a head, and it's probably not going to be a pleasant experience, Cancer. So be careful with that, because that doesn't sound like fun. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what you're doing. Think forethought. That's something I'm always working on with my daughters. That's a big aspect of immaturity, is not thinking about things before you do them and what the consequences of those actions might be. Take the time to do that now, so that maybe whenever this comes to its conclusion and that energy manifests whatever it's going to be, you might be able to deal with it a little better and maybe make it less of an unpleasant thing. We're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Knight of Cups. So your emotional energy is on the rise. Feeling some kind of way about something, huh, Scorpio? As y'all are wont to do. Something in your living situation has got your emotions going. Eight of Pentacles. You're having some feelings about either your career, your finances, your living arrangement, roommates, spouse or partner or whatever. There's your feelings have changed, and that emotional energy is going to be is manifesting more and more into your actual world. The Three of Swords inverted. If you're not careful here, Scorpio, you're going to miss the lesson in all this. That's what the Three of Swords is telling you. That, like, there's no growth in perspective coming. There's no expansion. This is whatever is going on. This isn't gonna. Or maybe that's it. Maybe you're realizing that something about your living situation or whatever is going on, your career, your finances, it's hindering your growth. And that's what these new feelings are about. That maybe whatever this thing is, it might kind of be in your way. And it's something in your physical world. It's, like I said, it's a job, it's a living arrangement, it's financial situation, something like that. But you're starting to have some feelings about it, and maybe feeling like it's keeping you from learning and from seeing things in a greater perspective or in a deeper way. That whatever it is holding you back, basically. And you're going to start feeling that more and more. Sorry guys, it's late and I'm starting to get a little brain fogged. I'm going to call this a wrap on Scorpio because I'm not really getting a clear message here. Like I said, Three of Swords represents like a stagnated mental growth. Like you're not going to learn from this. You're just not learning from what's going. Whatever the lesson is here, you're missing it. So maybe take some time to reassess and think about how you can grow from this experience that you're immersed in right now. We're going to do Pisces, and then I'm going to call this a wrap, and it's going to be like 2 or 3 hours of uploading stuff before I can get any sleep. So, I don't say it a lot because I don't want to harp on you guys. I don't want you to watch my videos and it always be like, hey, I need money, hey, I need money, hey, I'm working my ass off, I need money. But for real, guys, I'm going to be up all night, and you can see how tired I am. I'm still going to be up for another 3 hours uploading these. So that's how much work I put into doing this for you guys. That's how much I care about this and about what I've built and about what I'm doing and about my audience. Yeah, I care about you guys. I'm here in like the middle of the night in front of a camera rambling on while I should be sleeping so I can take care of my kids tomorrow, just because I really want to get the content out there that I've set my goal to do, and I want this to keep going. I want this to be a thing I can sustain myself with. I want to be able to do that. And in order to do that, I have to make sacrifices like staying up all night to get my content out. So that's where we're at. Sorry, Pisces. I needed to take a minute so I could kind of wake myself up a little and refocus. I don't want to. I feel like I always do you guys a disservice by letting you be last. Anyway, Pisces, you have the Ten of Wands inverted. So we are not seeing a manifestation of our passions and our desires. Boy, ain't that the truth. I have had like no fire energy lately. I don't know about y'all, other fellow Pisceans. But yeah, I ain't been feeling it. So, like, it's not just that you're not, like, finding fulfillment of your passions. You're not able to manifest them in your world. It's that almost like, well, at least for me anyway, it's like I know that the things I crave and the things that I desire are not an option for me right now. So just let it go. Because, what? I was driving myself nuts wanting something all the time that I can't have. So just, stop wanting. And I know that sucks, especially for water signs like Pisces, because you're very emotional people. I keep having to remind myself I'm half Pisces. Anyway, we have the Three of Wands. So your passion, it's not gonna grow your fire energy. Like, there's no cultivation of that energy right now. There's nothing to keep that spark alive. Like, a fire could only burn if it's got fuel, and right now there's nothing fueling your fire. There's no coal in the furnace. So, here's the rub. Five of Swords, inverted. Being free of that desire has led your mind to be on, has cleared your mind. Your mind is no longer conflicted. You're able to focus. You're able to do the things you need to do. You're able to put your attention where it needs to be. You're no longer distracted by those nagging desires and concerns, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe sometimes we shouldn't always get what we want. I don't know. I know I'm not happy about not getting the things that I crave. I know that there are certain desires that I have that are not being fulfilled in any way, and I feel like I would maybe be a little more enriched and maybe a little less neurotic if those things could happen, but they're not gonna, not anytime soon. And accepting that has allowed me to put my focus back on my kids and my business and the things that I need to focus on, instead of constantly trying to figure out how I can get that thing that I can't get. So that's my advice to you, Pisces. Embrace it. If we can't have the object of our desire right now, then put that desire aside and see what else is going on in you. Like, we're multi-dimensional beings. There's more to us than just our fire. We are not ruled by our desires and urges. If you are willing to put those aside and to let that energy rest for a while, you may be amazed what you discover in and about yourself that you didn't know was there because you were so focused on feeding that fire. And that's my advice. Embrace the emptiness. Sometimes we don't need to be burning up inside all the time. I wish you the best of luck, everybody. I'm going to call this a wrap. Please hit me up about my daughter's birthday. I've been saying it in every video. I don't like to beg. But I will for her. I have this Malcolm X philosophy of fatherhood by any means, and the only means I have to make anything happen is you guys. So I'm doing my best to put the content out that, I haven't been able to because I've been so focused on them and so so scattered trying to do everything else. I chose today to take whatever steps I need to make sure I get all 5 of these videos done and uploaded and put out to you guys, because I need to get this message out there. As much as I like being able to help you guys, and I really did try my best with the readings and stuff tonight, the whole purpose of these videos was to say, please help me with my daughter's birthday. That's all I want. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to hop off of here. I've got hours of uploading to do before I'm done. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Check out the links in the descriptions. Hit me up on Facebook if you want to buy a reading. Hit me up on PayPal or Cash App or, Google Pay or whatever if you want to send some donations. help me out so that I can give all of that love. I can give her the same love that I try to give to you guys. And I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate all the likes and the shares and the comments and everything. I appreciate getting to be the blind seer. I appreciate getting to sit here in front of this camera and do this and be able to have a life because of that. That's the most amazing thing in the world, and thank you guys so much. I just want to give some of that love to my daughter now. So if you can help me do that, please do. I'm gonna go. I'm rambling. I'm tired. It's like 3 in the morning. Good night, everybody, and I hope I'll see you next time.